So, greetings and salutations. This is Froggy and Friends, and we're playing Grit, and we're starting a little bit later, which is okay. But, oh yeah. You guys temperature-wise feeling okay?
So
okay. So, alrighty. So where we had left off, that was our detectives were walking. They had just gotten to what seemed to be like a multi-level like boarding house. So in the 1900s, there's a lot of facilities like that. You'd have like bunk beds set up, and people were like cycling through the town and everything like that. Edmund had just pulled up, and the sheriff. Do you guys remember the sheriff's name this time?
No.
Yeah.
Was it Sebastian? Okay, yeah.
What did I call him last time? Shane?
I don't remember.
I think I called him Shane.
It was, yeah, you said Shane because
Shane.
he's the name of the...
Sheldon, probably.
Yeah, and
Sheldon.
so this is
Sheriff.
this is the same morning that you guys had noticed, like someone had pulled the shoe shining
because we
place
didn't
away.
check because
Yep.
we all got looking up.
Well, like, do you remember during that time, like that night, like, do you guys do anything else? Like,
Yeah.
I'm
remember.
trying not to force the.
Oh, yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I
Remember.
but
remember
we all
now.
got distracted
Yep.
and then we
I
got
spent
to
a
lock
fortune.
a gate.
That way I wouldn't have to lose my mind looking through
Yep.
the...
Uh-huh.
Actually, one thing I did forget is what you called. Was it a blood crystal or what the actual
blood
name?
glass.
Blood glass. Okay, I was close.
That's blood glass. Do you guys remember how it happens?
I know that it has blood is sucked up in something similar to the ghoul
I have no
portal
idea.
thing. No?
It was actually, I believe, it was a conversation between Thaddeus and
Will you hand me that blue?
Frederick that their little bit of understanding is that's all the blood that's left over from a failed summoning.
Oh.
So like if you try to summon something and you have enough complications,
Better just hope it works.
Yeah.
but that's all that's left of the summoning.
Yeah.
Noted.
So it's really hard to make another one of those. Don't lose it.
And you do know that there's different types, that different amount of damage types, being able to see differently and stuff like that. So, yeah. So you've walked up to this. It's a multi-level, and it's like all the buildings. Everything is really well maintained. Like all of you have gone through different mining towns and just different towns in general, and you're used to like there's beaten up places, so subconsciously you're just like it's like a new town, but you've known it's been here a long time, so you're just like the Rojas family takes care of their people. Like you just got that feeling like you've not heard a single negative thing about them, because we don't get we did have quite a break, so I'm trying to do like reminders of that. The building is, like I said, a multi-level. It is stucco.
Okay.
And there were groups of people kind of out. They're just kind of shaking their head and just kind of going off to work a lot quicker.
Thank you.
What do you guys do?
I'm gonna let the sheriff kind
Walk us
of
in.
walk us in.
Okay, you can definitely tell. I'm not going to have anyone roll, but you can tell that he's not super excited about the whole
I
situation.
imagine he's not.
Yep. But he goes in, and that young man that had run up and actually
Talk to him.
talked to him about it. He's there, and he's just like chewing on his nails and just like a wave. He just like kind of points this way, and then the sheriff kind of motions that he has to follow. And you guys can follow, and the building has a kind of a larger, like a larger room that you open into, and you see multiple rooms kind of like encompassing the outside of it with two two sets of staircases going up that you're guessing the whole upstairs is that way. So like the main area there's a bunch of like seating areas, and like a fire big stove in the back that looks like they do kind of like a mess style
Sure.
eatery.
Is there anybody around on the way up?
On the way, like going in, most of the people had already kind of looked like there was a group of people when you were coming up, if you recall, and then a lot of them is kind of dispersed when the sheriff and
I see.
you guys.
Okay.
But you're seeing like one person's in their room, like it looks like they're getting dressed, and it keeps kicking the door, trying to get. It seems to not latch. He's like, he's trying to get his overalls on.
Excuse me.
So the young man is just like he keeps pointing up, and so the sheriff is just like he doesn't want to go first. He's
Yeah.
like,
Well, I guess Jane will
Too
go
locked in.
first.
Okay, yeah. I was gonna say.
oh, so you just go.
Yeah.
Okay. He's like it's the third room on the right, and then the fourth.
I'm gonna, as I walk past the boy, I'm gonna tap on the shoulder and say, "You don't have to come up." So that way he doesn't feel like he needs to follow us up there.
Okay, and he just turns and he's trying to leave the building.
Yeah.
And the sheriff just kind of grabs his
Yeah.
collar. No. If I can't leave you.
What?
We may have questions for him anyway.
That too. And like the sheriff is like definitely pale. So let's go look. And Edmund walks in and he like ducks his head slightly to get his top hat through. He's like, let us begin. And he sees you and oh,
Nice to see you, Edmund.
it's upstairs, right?
I just imagine Jade sitting at the top of the stairs, like.
Well, he's a very tall and
Yeah.
slender individual, and yeah.
Yep. All right. Well, I'd follow you or the sheriff, whichever one's
Yeah, I
going
guess I'm
after
gonna
you.
Open
So I'd
the
probably
door
be third.
to the third.
Yep,
Okay.
to the third.
And you hear the sound of
Oh man, okay.
the sound of squeaking rope fibers.
Oh.
Is there two in there?
Oh, yeah.
I thought there were 3 bodies.
They're in the fourth room.
There are
There's
3.
another body.
Okay,
There's
great.
2 in the third room.
Okay.
Are they people I recognize?
The room is kind of dark at the moment.
Oh no, we need to light it up so we see who's dead.
Well,
Who's got a match? Or a lantern?
Oh, I do.
Brett?
All right.
Yeah.
I just imagine we're all kind of like at the doorway.
So do you just light the match and kind of look for a lantern?
Well, I would assume someone would leave a candlestick or a lantern by the door, yeah.
Okay. So you just light up a match, and there's a lantern like right there.
Okay.
To the left, there's a the room is like a 10 by 15. It's got 2 sets of bunks in it on the shorter sides, and then there's like just kind of cabinets. It's a interesting setup. And there's a bunch of like different like pickaxes and shovels and stuff. Like after you light, you can kind of see this, and the beams, the ropes are hanging from the beams, and so are the individuals.
Okay.
Alright.
And Edmund's like right behind everyone, and Jeremiah keeps moving away from him, just slightly.
I don't blame him.
Like a small sidestep every once
Yeah,
in a
like-
while to.
So
So is it someone we recognize?
roll an observation.
Oh. Yours is... Well, can I get an assist or no?
Can I say something while he is examining the bodies?
Yeah, you're not okay. Are you just doing this from the entryway?
Yes.
Nice, 2 successes. Yeah, 2 successes.
Okay, what are you saying there, Frederick?
Okay, so Frederick seeing the 2 bunk beds and seeing the 3 bodies.
You're
Will turn.
2 bodies.
There's only 2 bodies in this room.
Ah, dang it. Okay. Well, seeing 2 bodies and 2 bunk beds will still just turn slightly to everyone go, so where's the other roommates?
Good question.
So with your 2 successes, you kind of think you've seen these guys walking in town.
Okay.
Not last night, but like one of the other nights. You're like, okay.
Should we cut him down?
Before we do that, should we see if we see any clues?
Can I use medicine to observe, see if there's any
Totally, I'd like.
besides just like
Yeah,
good idea.
asphyxiation and
Yeah,
neck
good
breaking?
idea.
That's why you have a doctor with you.
Let's not fail it.
Critical fail. They look like
Jade-
people.
Completely forget.
Jade would like to look
Is this
around the
human?
room for any personal belongings.
You trip when you walk over to it.
Okay, so that's
Oh, nice. That's 2 successes.
2 successes.
Yeah.
So
65.
you're doing a medicine check to what is your goal on your medicine check?
I want to see if there's any other like bruising that would, or like scars or anything that would be abnormal for a hanging.
Jumped off the boat.
Maybe like foul play or something.
You're looking at the individual on the right because
Okay.
you're noticing that on both of their hands they've ripped some of their fingernails out,
Ooh.
Oh my gosh.
and it looks like it's possibly in the rope.
So like they're grabbing for the.
Yeah.
Okay. So definitely foul play because they're not gonna unless they have like second thoughts. But
Yeah.
it wouldn't be high enough for them to break their neck.
And I was just
No-
wondering if there's a chair underneath them or anything, or if they would have jumped from the bunk beds.
It looks more like the bunk bed situation.
Okay.
But you've got the bunk beds,
Leave him
and
in the-
they're like 5 feet from the bunk bed, so they would have had to have.
Like swung. Yeah.
It's like it was like well planned enough that you can't have a way out.
Because there's no way to reach back and. Yeah. Okay. How can you remind me how old they are?
I didn't say.
Oh.
I'm looking for if they have any personal belongings in the room. Would that be an observation or would that be thievery for me?
That's a possibly thievery because you've got that skill set.
Yep.
So-
Okay.
Gonna steal her stuff.
I didn't say that. I'm just looking.
Alright, just asking.
They don't need this anymore.
Bodies aren't even cold, and she's like, wallet.
2 successes.
Money.
2 successes. Okay.
So if I
Uh,
do, they don't need it anymore.
Okay, like I said, there was like mining implements kind of like in the center of the room, and then you've got so you guys, like, my hand motions, you are coming from the door. You've got the bunk beds here, the tools and stuff in the cabinets. With your 2, there's not a whole bunch in this room. But what you do notice, because as you're looking around, both bottom bunks looked like they had like sheets and blankets and stuff. The top ones in both these had nothing.
So they didn't have roommates.
Dang it.
Good try.
Can I roll observation to see how old they are?
Well, you're looking at them.
We're also gonna cut them down too. So.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're looking at them. They're between like in their 20s or 30s. It's
okay.
really hard to tell.
As long as it's not kids, because that's what I imagined when we said. When we described the setting, it sounded like a schoolhouse. I was like, oh no.
It's
Oh
not-
no.
Any notes? Suicide notes?
Good question.
I'm gonna check their pockets when we cut them down. So,
Okay,
I would have checked it while they were still up.
well, I'm assuming I
Check them.
can't reach.
checking their
reach.
pockets.
Can I reach? Am I tall enough?
Yeah, you're tall enough. You're going to be going up like this.
Okay. Well, I
And-
want to check their pockets.
Okay,
Can
and you can see out of the corner of your eye you see Sebastian with a like a kerchief over his.
She would kind of like lean away from the bodies and go, "You're more than welcome to wait downstairs if you need to."
Oh, just be outside. He just kind of steps out of the room, and then that other guy, you can see, like he's like on the steps, just and he's just mowing down his nails.
Oh my
He's
gosh.
Yeah. So, do a thievery for me.
2 successes.
Okay. You find a 50-cent piece.
Yes.
Yes, $1.
Can I do a mysticism check to see if there's any kind of magic in the air or anything that would have influenced them to do this?
There's magic.
Jade would
I don't know
keep
if
the
mysticism's
dollar.
a good one for that.
Yeah, because it's
Jade would
kind
keep
of
the
because
dollar.
it's under your
Yes.
awareness, so it's like your spiritual
didn't
sense.
find
So yeah,
this.
you can do a mysticism.
Great.
It's just like a. Huh.
Oh. I must have dropped this.
Oh, 3 successes because my
Oh.
focus and
Your
skill.
rolls
Okay.
are good today.
You're
You are good today.
you don't touch the bodies or anything. You just kind of go around the room and like you're trying to like smell for like different ritual implements, like different incenses or just when magic is used. There's sometimes like a
Something left behind.
well, usually blood is used to cast a spell if it's going to be doing something like that, and there's something in the air, but you keep looking back at the people that you're with. You're like, okay, it's similar to that, but you're smelling something, but it's not super. Smell that smell.
Smelly.
No, you've got a feeling like it's
Smelly.
not something like powerful. That
Okay.
makes sense. And then you look up to where the ropes are tied off, and they're like braided into each other.
Whack.
They must have been
The
really
ropes
good
are braided
friends.
into each other?
Like have you ever seen like you braid it into itself?
Uh-huh.
So they're over and they're braided into themselves. Like
So it's like really strong because it's braided together. Seems a little overkill for a killing.
each one, and exactly the same, and it matches even from down there. You're like it like disappears into the. It looks like it was like a lack of a better term from factory that way.
Mm. I'm definitely going to call that out to the group. I'm going to say, I was checking the room, the premises here. I'd like to draw attention to the rope. You see how it twines together so well? I think that's worth noting.
Huh.
Well,
Then I grab a rope and join them because Jade helped me. Just
sure.
Sure thing.
I think I would. I mean, after hearing that, I think I would bring up the fingernail thing. I would take my metal hand
Yeah.
and I would like kind of push it up to where like the hand's like this, so I'm not touching it with my hand. I'd be like, well, it does look like there was signs of a struggle. Either they had second thoughts at the last moment, or there's some foul play afoot. And I take the monocle and close my eyes so I'm not looking through it, put it here, and I'm like,
Okay.
Okay, when you have it over your eye, there is a strange warmth, even with your eye shut.
and I go,
Ah.
Yep. Jeff,
Jade?
can you hear the sound effect in the background?
Yeah, it sounds oogity boogity.
Okay.
Oogity boogity.
I thought that was
Is
Jade
Jeff's
would look at
place.
Edmund
Yeah.
and say, "Do you want us to cut him down?"
Tulak would pull out his metal knife.
He walks up and he like slowly turns one of them. I didn't bring a ladder, so yes. He just kind of he backs up and he's like holding his top hat like and he's slightly grinning, and he's like, I wonder how you're going to do it.
I'm going to look at everybody and I'm going to say, because I'm assuming I'm tall enough as Tulok to be able to just cut above their hands.
No,
Oh,
you gotta
he's
get on the
taller
bunk
than
beds.
Isn't
Oh,
he? Is he like
well, then
real
I'm
tall?
going to have to
These
call
are
the
12.
bunk beds. Oh, because there's no furniture in there to drag over.
Yeah. Other than the bunk beds, and that's...
Yeah, you gotta get
Jump
on the
off
bunk
and-
bed.
Okay, so I'm going to...
The
guess we gotta-
ceilings are really tall.
Okay, so I'm
Put
going
in
to...
consideration, like, the if they jumped from... They were 5 feet from a bunk bed.
It's got to be pretty high. Yeah. Okay, so then I'm going to... I might
they're-
have to
they're
roll an
over-
athleticism for this.
They're like 15-foot ceilings.
Okay, so I guess all of us have to catch the body.
Actually, why don't I
they're-
just throw my knife?
And they're over... So
Magic.
their feet are
Yeah.
over 3 feet from the ground.
You could use magic.
Because if I hang from the
Just
post, I
climb
don't
up
think
the
I'm
body.
strong enough to...
Yeah.
I mean, my melee's... I don't think I could hold the body and set them down gently, so I think they're going to thud no matter what.
Are they gonna thud?
Are they dressed for bedtime, or like are they still
They're in a
good?
nightgown.
question.
A nightgown.
Like Ebenezer Scrooge
So-
style.
Are they dressed for
They have to
bed or like regular workday?
Yeah.
You reach in their pocket.
Walking.
That's quite the pocket reach there.
I'm very thorough.
One is dressed for night, the other one is not.
Oh, that's so interesting. I have no idea what it means.
I'm not smart enough to understand.
Yeah, Tulok's like, hope you guys figure this out. Okay, so then, I'm going to say to the group, I'm going to throw my knife and cut the ropes.
Well,
One at a time.
I can do it one at a time if you wish.
If we're gonna try to catch the bodies, yes, one at a time. I don't want two of them to come down.
while you do that, I'm going to check on the other body. Can I? And then I ask, Frederick, can I borrow the match so I can light up the next one?
Oh yeah, of course.
Do you need anyone to go with you?
Well, you can't go because you're.
I'm going to
Yeah,
throw the
you're-
knife,
Yeah.
but you want to take the sheriff or something?
I mean, if you hear me screaming, then yes, please come. But I should be
I mean,
good.
I can go with you.
Okay. But then you can keep the match.
So I'm catching the body.
Just let the
good luck.
body thud.
Well, let the body
I
hit the
mean,
floor.
Yeah, let the You're right!
Catch the
That's-
body.
Perfect.
Someone should
Okay.
make a song.
Well, okay. Remember, you've got the sheriff and you have Jeremiah.
So I better not just... Well, are we wanting them to catch the body or you want them just thud to the ground?
I don't really want him to thud
I
to the
think-
ground. That's
Alright.
pretty whack.
Well, then
Push it
everyone's going
back.
to see me throw my magic knife and see it come back to my hand. Alright, cool. I'm fine with it if you're fine with it. I'm not the thinker here. I'm finally getting to use my sharp little knife.
I don't want to get hit by his knife on accident. That's why I'm going to the other way.
Okay, well then you want to... Jade, would you like to coordinate everybody for this next step of the...
Okay, bye. Just
Jade steps out. Hey, come in here.
So
Who
Jeremiah
do you want to grab their
goes-
feet and stuff?
We're gonna cut the bodies down.
Okay. All right.
And then like,
And you can hear like his index and his thumb are holding the brim of his hat, and he's just on his top hat, and because it's a top hat, you know how it would
it makes
echo,
that, yeah,
and it would-
echoey noise.
and he's got it just enough from his chest so you could like it does an interesting echo in the room.
cool.
You knows what he's doing, and so he's got the massive like comb over that looks like he added extra grease to make sure it looked nice for what he's doing.
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
that's good.
You know, for his work.
Who cares?
Okay, well then, if you're ready,
Yep, I'm ready.
Tulok's gonna
Touch.
close his eyes and take a deep breath. Make sure he's connected to
Full
the...
closure.
That's magic, guys. Relax. And he's gonna make sure he's connected to the blade. And then he's gonna open his eyes. He's gonna take his best shot and send the knife to go through the rope and come back.
Good shot. That's not
And he's
very
gonna catch it.
comforting.
And I know I have to roll for this, but that's just how I'm imagining it. So
Roll, and then we'll describe what happens.
great. And he died. Is that that's a 3.
And that's a 1.
So I got
What are you rolling?
a throne.
Throne?
Yep.
Okay.
So then I've got 3 successes
Wow.
Okay.
because I got a 1 and a 3.
Okay. So if you're throwing that knife,
Yes.
okay, so you throw it and it starts to spin and it cuts it perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
But you threw it so it would stick into the wall unless you did something else
Well, then I was gonna summon it back.
with the sheriff in the room.
She said it was fine, so yes.
Okay. So spend
I don't think it's something.
spend the result.
It's 2 of them still, right?
It's 2.
Yeah. Just 2 results.
That's why I wanted to cut
You
them
have to
both
do
down
it
at the same
twice.
time. Because it's
Maybe
expensive.
what if you just pull it out of the wall?
Up at the ceiling?
It's not in the ceiling. You said it's in the wall, right?
Well,
I
like
threw it up.
How high are you cutting it? That's an important part. What was
Uh, That's a good question. In my mind, I was thinking just a little bit above the hands, unless you guys think differently.
so above the head, just a little bit above the head. So that's
Yeah, the head. So, like, probably this far, like a hand's.
that's over 10 foot up there. So that would stick in the wall. Otherwise, you can climb up the body and then cut it. It's really
You can
That's
have
just
I'll
a-
do
so
that for
much-
the second body.
That's so much resolve
Oh
for you
God.
to spend.
I'm doing it for the second body. It's
Yeah.
too late. We already made the decision
Yeah.
to throw it the first time, so that's.
so
I'll
it's
summon it back.
So okay, and the sheriff like awkwardly catches, and so does Jeremiah, and like the body like is like a stiff as a board,
Oh.
and then it starts to slightly move. And he's like, and Jeremiah's like, and like the guy's butt is like right by Jeremiah's face. Just lower him down.
Okay, and once that's situated, I would sheath the knife, then crawl up the body and cut it manually.
Roll an athleticism.
Oh, I knew this was coming.
Jay's like watching.
Was this athleticism or acrobatics?
Okay.
They're both the same score. I'm just curious.
Okay. Acrobatics is your nimbleness and like somersaults,
Like,
stuff like
yeah,
that.
So
that's
Athleticism would be climbing.
Just 1 success.
Okay.
The rope breaks.
As you're going up, you're hearing
Oh!
as the neck is being broken from
Oh!
and you get to the top, 1 success, and you cut it down, and you fall with a corpse that weighs close to 200 pounds. And so there's, because you're well over 200 pounds, so that's
Yeah. Yeah, still that's a big guy.
Yeah.
But I would have fallen kind of on top of the body, though. I wouldn't have tried to catch it at all.
Now it's an acrobatics. Let's see what happens.
Oh, gosh dang it.
Oh.
This is why I like rolling.
He died.
Absolutely 0 successes.
This, you cut, and it just, and the corpse lands on you, and the head like slaps you in the neck.
So I would, as soon as he's physically able, move the body
Yeah.
off of him and just lay there for
So
a second.
you've seen a chicken when after its head's been neck's been broken. That's what it acts like now because the neck was not broken prior.
Dang it.
So the guy choked to death.
That's gonna be hard.
Huh.
All of them have.
Yeah.
Asphyxiation.
So
Cedric and Frederick,
Ah.
you guys go
Yes.
to the next room.
Nope.
you're too loud. But
you're-
Just this really loud
Yeah,
noise.
you're like you
Dust
hear
then
the.
settles from
I
everything.
think we know. We're just like,
Yeah.
Well, actually,
look at each other in the hallway. We knew exactly.
Well, no, like, did you wait for the bodies to go down, or did you
no.
look out of it? Yeah.
I went because I wasn't getting hit by the knife.
Okay, so the initial, you
It was a
hear
bit
the,
though.
as you're going to the other room, you hear Jade calling in the help,
Mhm.
and the door is creaked open, and you light, and you look. There's a woman hanging there.
Mm. A woman.
And about this time you hear the the first body coming down.
Oh, okay. That was the first body.
Yeah.
That wasn't the.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to do the same thing I did for.
Okay.
The other two. Do I have to roll again?
Yes, you've got to roll.
Dice. Thank you.
Nice me.
more like it's dicey.
2 successes.
Okay. The woman the woman, you automatically go straight for the hands to kind of check that again. Her fingernails are bent back,
Oh.
like the tips of them, like bent in half.
Yeah.
Like you're trying to stop something.
Oh.
That would hurt. So.
But she was a shorter woman, so it's kind of you're having to kind of stand on your tippy toes to kind of look at that. And you're looking at it, and her eyes are like bulged like out. And
It wasn't my fault this time.
What ethnicity is this woman?
she's Hispanic.
I'm getting sucker punched over here.
You don't know
This
yet,
room
though.
also have 2 beds.
Ooh, good
This
thought.
one actually has like it's not 2 bunk beds. There are 2 beds though.
Is both of them made?
Oh, good questions.
Suspicious.
Alright. Any notes?
You gotta search for those beasties.
I would gladly.
All right.
With pleasure.
Get a second, though.
Now, put in consideration, she's in the center of the room, hanging like she would actually be close to almost 4 feet off the ground.
I can't wait to go see if the rope's the same. Because what are the
Okay.
odds all 3 of them tie the same knot so well?
Ooh.
That's what I'm
I
thinking.
wouldn't know.
Roll an observation to see if. Well, like, are you checking her or the room for the notes? That's just the.
Oh, the room. The
Okay.
room. Observation.
Yep.
Alright. Cool. Well, that's probably. It could be good. We'll see.
Well,
1 success.
and being that you're using your eyesight for observation, it's going to be one. Is it 1 or 2 steps more difficult?
I believe it makes it 1 step more difficult.
All right, you are looking around, and you're like, you've got the lantern, and you like, kind of hit a chair. Yep. You don't see any notes or anything.
Okay.
Do I see anything else on her?
With the
Is
with
that
the medical.
because-
Ruin your whole day's
Uh,
not around.
I mean, like, if I see any notes or like jewelry or anything of importance, I'd have
That
to
would be
roll
so
observation as well.
I'm like, would you guys mind giving me a minute with this rope?
I'll have you roll an observation because your focus initially was
Medical.
So you're just like, okay, what is going on here?
Where's my observation? There it is.
Look at all that dread we didn't add to last game.
But he still has all that dread.
Well,
I'm proud of us for not adding.
I don't know how it's possible, but 1 success and a critical fail.
A meteor comes down and crashes into the room.
The woman wakes up and says,
So you have
Hello. You're like, oh.
1 success and
1 critical fail.
she says,
Interesting.
Zombie.
killer.
How do you critically fail looking at something?
You tripped and fell.
And when you fell, the scorpion poison came out of your metal hand and hit you in the
no.
leg.
Don't give him ideas.
Okay, so you're looking closely, and you're brought back to her left hand, and she has a wedding ring on it.
Oh.
You notice that. I'll just take that.
I got depression.
But that's pretty much the only thing you really notice. Like there's no. She's higher up there because she's
And probably say,
and right about this time you
Oh.
hear a. Oh.
Well, speaking of which, Frederick, this looks a lot like the woman that Tulok was kind of describing. You think there's any coincidence?
Yeah.
You just hear Jade.
I wish there was a coincidence I could think about, but I can't at the moment.
So you're telling me to like you talked to a woman and then she went and killed herself.
I better not go to my date.
All dates are off.
What now?
We said Tulok talked to a woman and then she killed herself, so we were saying he needed to
The first
cancel
woman I
it.
talked to is bound to an immortal, bloodthirsty axe.
Oh.
The second one, a hunger itself. So the date tonight, probably not a good idea.
I guess we'll have to wait and see.
So, what is everyone doing?
So
If-
I would like to come to the
Yeah, I would
other
like to
room.
go to the other room.
Yeah,
and-
I'm gonna wait for them to get to you.
Okay, so when the bodies are down, Edmund sets his hat down and just walks over and starts checking them.
Yeah, Jade would
Very-
immediately be like, and like slip out of the room.
Sheriff, it's like the others.
Yeah, Jade would be like, out of the room.
Well, thank you, sir. Please let us know if you find anything. I'm going with her.
Enjoy.
Who says enjoy?
Yeah, Tulak definitely goes, and then just keeps on walking with Jade.
Okay.
It's a body. So
And Jeremiah looks at you like, I'll keep an eye on him.
good idea.
This is so funny. Tulak's gonna walk in last to this room that may or may not be the woman from last night.
So Jade walks in,
Okay.
and she goes, "Oh," and then just kind of like sidesteps to look at.
So then I walk in and I look up and do I know this person?
You're hearing that as the body slowly spins, and you see the swollen eyes of the woman you talked to last night.
Is it her, Tulok?
Tulak just rubs his face and turns around and walks out of the room for a moment.
It's her. This was the girl he talked to last night.
So then Tulak walks back in and
Tell me how this lady hung herself.
gains his composure and said, "There's no way this was suicide. She was desperate to find her son last night. No woman who's desperate to find her son hangs herself. And,
Have you ever been looking
Unless
for
her
your
son's
son?
dead.
well, both of those men were too old to be her son.
You never know. She might look good for her age.
No, she said that he was younger." And then Tulak's gonna look up at the rope and see if it's the same.
Roll an observation.
I knew it.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're pretty distraught. You're gonna have to roll for that one.
This woman I talked to.
Yeah, I might have to roll
died.
discipline. Don't
I
get
talked
fucking
to her
idiots.
once. She hung herself. The previous girl
There was
had
such a
feelings for
success.
me. I bound her to a weapon.
Same rope?
What's gonna happen to the next?
Looks like it's woven.
How are you alive?
Tulak's gonna go, "This is another masterful rope. There's no way.
Oh.
Masterful.
This is a really good looking rope."
This is a good looking rope.
I really like this rope. I'm thinking if I were gonna hang myself, I'd pick this rope
Never
too.
mind.
Do what?
What'd you say?
I said if you like that rope, just wait till tonight.
Oh my gosh!
Oh.
So
Wait.
Jade
Too
was.
soon.
Way too soon. We're way too cheery about triple suicide.
That's not what he was saying. Okay.
Jade would turn to the group after Tulok said whatever about the rope.
Yep.
I guess we should probably cut her down too.
Alright, I'm going to the other room again.
I'm just waiting. I haven't
Not
done it
really,
yet.
I'm
Just
okay.
waiting.
We're gonna call.
I thought you
We're
were
gonna call.
ready.
We're gonna throw it again.
I say, boss lady, I'm not privy to looking through ladies' things. You want to see if maybe she had a journal or something?
I'll look through things. Is that a theory?
Just the thing.
Sticky fingers.
Tulak just.
So I didn't have the sound, but you're always hearing the creak of the stretching rope.
I got 3 successes.
3 successes.
You've been great TSA agent.
Nothing
Well, no,
gets past
because you're
me.
looking through the room.
Yeah.
So you're
Oh.
you first you This room is like the same size, but
It's just got 2 normal beds.
yeah, and they're set up kind of like in an L in the corner.
Okay.
Like the heads are together, like the head of the bed, what you're guessing, and the beds are made, and there's like 2 chairs, a really small table, and like a little trunk. You go over to the trunk, and you open it up. There's like women's clothes, like looks like her clothing, and then there's must be a younger boy clothing. So
I thought you were just saying there's a younger boy in there. I was like, he's in the trunk.
We found him.
so and,
found his
you
son.
had the 3 successes. So you're looking through. There's with 3 successes, you can definitely tell the room's been turned over before you were here.
Did she have a hat on, by chance? No. Who was here before?
I haven't
So
forensics.
Jade would. Is that other kid with the sheriff still?
He's on the steps.
So Jade would go to that kid
Mm-hmm.
and she'd ask him if he saw anybody in and out of these rooms before.
No, my job is just to wake everybody up in the morning. And when you knock on the door and the door just opens, and then you see. I don't want this job anymore,
A career change would be good.
but I can't do anything but wake people up.
I just imagine Jade's like, because she hasn't been around kids
Yeah.
a lot.
Well, he's like 17, 18 years old.
Yeah, Jade's like,
She's like, pull yourself together.
Jade would pat his shoulder in a counseling kind of
Yeah.
way in her nature,
Okay.
and then she would.
This is more her nature.
Yeah, that's exactly.
And then Jade would ask. The woman had a boy with her at one point. Did you see him at all?
I haven't seen him for a few days. Wait, yeah.
Was there any tension between the two of them, or did anything happen, or
I
did he?
don't think so. They always seemed to get along. She was always, taking care of him and making sure that he, did good at his job. Made sure his clothes were always good. They, like a lot of the people here, they're newer to town, so. Oh gosh, now I got the.
What job?
He's a shoe shiner, remember?
Oh yeah.
Gosh, I don't think so.
Okay, stick around in case we have any other questions. Thank you. Jade was just gonna
Okay.
turn back up and go back up the stairs. Jade's like, oh, children.
I think it might be time to use my glass.
Okay.
Hey, if we see a demon in this room,
I'm running.
I'm
Yeah,
running. He
just
doesn't even say anything.
Probably like
We're like
in the doorway
What?
of the room
Illustrate
with
that
the
demon,
lady,
demon.
and then
So
I mean, we could.
are you in the doorway, or are you
yeah,
in the room?
I'm in the doorway looking in so I can see like the whole room.
So you're kind of like you're walking out of the room,
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah.
and then you turn around.
Yeah.
You used it before, didn't you?
Yeah. Well, I
Yeah.
didn't fill it out. I was using a paper at home
Okay.
because I didn't have it.
Okay. Want to make sure. Now roll discipline. You need 2 successes, otherwise things happen.
My discipline's crazy good.
I'm giving you a
If I can
doom.
assist somehow.
So
I
I
don't
can
think I
get
can,
3.
but
You almost took a trauma last time. You
Yeah,
used a
you need
fortune.
chill.
oh,
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you.
Or do you want to use it? Or do you want to use
Oh, we
momentum?
have
Or do you want
momentum.
momentum?
For an extra dice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just don't use it to critically fail, please.
Why would you?
Too late.
Too late.
Knocking
Very
on.
nice.
This is wood.
2
It's
successes.
particle board. It's
It's sawdust.
sawdust
two
glued back
successes.
together. 2 successes?
Which is cool.
Cool.
'cause I have 8.
Awesome. Now, I'll let you choose between a sorcery or a mysticism. mysticism is under awareness, or sorcery. Look your
Oh,
scores.
I get to pick.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying my best to give
You said which
choice of it a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, well, if you're looking for me to do it, definitely mysticism.
Mysticism. Definitely mysticism.
The higher you roll, the more possibility you'd be able to see
One success.
one success.
Yeah.
So you're.
Yeah.
You've got the monocle in your eye, and that warmth and that weird cold sensation in the very back of your eye, and then like pins and needles starts just kind of going over you. You're seeing the world in red.
Mm.
You're seeing the woman slowly spinning. And then you turn, and in the corner, you see a form moving.
Tall lady? What we saw earlier?
No.
Hey!
Where's your dog at, homie?
He's here. He's in the
character.
room. I'm just not injured.
It's a
so.
form that keeps trying to look in that trunk.
Oh.
And I'm over here like,
And then
Wait.
then the form moves, and the head is moving like this, going to the bed and checking, and the arms are going through the bed and looking at their hands. And then she looks at you. It's her. And she notices that you can see her. And she starts moving closer to you. And just mouthing, help, help,
Oh.
help. And you're feeling the coldness coming off of her. What do you do?
Pee a little.
I'd ask her how to help. But that's just me.
Yeah, I mean, I'd probably do the same thing. Like, just say how.
Wait, wait 1 second.
We're gonna have to check the bed, too.
I hope I get a chance to promise her I'll find her son.
Why would you promise that?
Because it's in my nature.
Yeah, but then
I'm
you're gonna
making
get
a blood
yeah,
No, not to make a blood oath.
then you're gonna get cursed. She's gonna haunt you and follow you around.
I've already got
And you
3
have,
of them.
You have 4. You want 4?
Listen,
That's how
4.
you get 4. 3's a crowd.
What's 4?
She's actually saying ayuda in Spanish.
Ah, ayúdeme.
Ayúdame.
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 So, yeah, I'd probably just say how.
Where's Juan? And she just moves through you.
I'm gonna turn around and
I
look at you and
follow.
be like,
You can.
I heard him say how, unless I couldn't hear
I
him.
follow.
Okay, 1 second here. Let me.
I'm like, what do you mean how? How what?
I just imagine Jade.
I meant how. Embracing
So-
the culture.
So when she like goes, it was like she was trying to embrace you to try to have you help, like that you're actually seeing her, but she moves through you.
Just.
Same.
Okay,
Every time he
so
grabs dice, we're like,
You have brain damage now.
okay,
would my dog be able to see it?
you
Kent,
you-
why can't you speak?
all you guys are all in the room, right?
Yeah.
So you're seeing Cedric kind of
Yes, his-
watching, and then how, and like his breath is taken away, and you see a cold, like when it's cold out, you see a cold puff come out of his mouth,
Jade
and
would
then
look at
you
Frederick.
turn, and right behind you is Edmund.
Oh!
There's another body, and he just.
Probably a
Deluxe got his
shark.
knife out, just for the record.
I just stumble back and probably get kicked in the back of the head by her by her body and fall over.
Well, if you step back, like you step back enough and you bump into the hanging body, and it starts swinging and you still have the monocle on, and you've had it on long enough. I'm gonna have you do another discipline.
Can we see, does Edmund look any different?
Well, I'm gonna keep it on just so I can look.
We gotta see if something's wrong with him or not.
Can I use another momentum?
Yes,
Yeah,
use
go
it.
right
Use
My
it.
discipline is terrible.
Is there anything we can do to help him with this?
Now with the
We
discipline.
just clap for him.
Can you counsel him somehow? Make him better?
1 success.
One success.
Owie, owie.
Owie, owie.
Could you roll these? No, I'll roll.
Roll your own death.
No damage. Oops.
Sheesh!
Oof.
Oh my gosh.
Can I do
Caesar
anything to help
collapses
him at
and
all?
dies.
He has fortune, so if you're
Yeah,
about to
spend a
kill him,
fortune!
Wait, how much damage is it in the middle?
Are you?
It's more than you can...
That's 8 resolve at the moment.
I can survive it.
Okay.
but
That's
that's
it's a trauma. Do you have courage soak at all?
why don't you use a
Can I give him one
I
of
have
my
2
courage
courage,
soak?
so.
Okay, if you use a fortune, you'd have another success.
Yeah, I was just
Yes.
give that up.
Are you? Do you have a focus in discipline?
Nope.
Okay, so you,
3.
thank you for the fortune. Just put that right there. So you just a sharp pain starts to happen, but you fight it off.
Oh. Ooh, wow.
How fortunate!
I'm very fortunate.
But
And you were startled, and then you look at the you see like glassy eyes. You've seen individuals like that before, and then you've like a almost like a sky blue aura around him.
what'd that mean?
I'm definitely taking it off now.
Okay.
Oh, that's fast.
Is he Slenderman?
But,
Where'd the girl go?
well, you don't know. I saw. Well, I guess he did. They
No,
did.
I don't know. I just
There
heard you
you
Let
say
us
go.
that.
know.
That was Nathan. That was not Tulak.
Well, they saw the breath thing, right?
Yeah.
And then they saw me freak out.
Jade is like,
Yeah,
And
Tulak's
the
got.
color.
He's
just
got
like
his.
standing on the
Where?
Tulak has both knives. He has his bone ceremony knife and his metal knife.
Jade is in the corner. She's not actually standing on the bed, but I do imagine she's
Oh.
kind of moved.
And while you were looking around, you did see Kent just kind of seated next to her.
Oh, it's
In
big
kid
good
fashion.
boy.
And you did see those things moving around him, like
Yeah.
always.
Normal day.
Yeah.
You try not to.
Just a
Like,
normal
you
day in
notice
the
that
mine.
junk, and you're like, heck no. Yeah. So
Closes his eyes as he
Yeah.
goes around.
Yeah, I still see them when I try to sleep.
Well, I think wide-eyed, I'd be like,
I
well,
just imagine chaos happening, and Kent's like,
I saw the lady. Is that lady
we see her
as a
too.
ghost? Oh no, as a
Yeah,
ghost.
right there.
She was.
I forgot Edmund's in
Yeah.
there.
I don't
With the
need
blue
any
orb.
of your sass, Edmund. But keep it up. It's.
Sarsaparilla. Do you want a sarsaparilla?
If you have any, I will take it.
Slowly
I'll be right back.
Okay, finish what you
Anyway,
Okay, continue.
I saw the lady as a ghost. I looked over.
How
and she
many
was-
do you want? Like, does everyone want a
I
sarsaparilla?
would
I'll
like
take
one.
I'll take a
Enough for 2
sarsaparilla.
trips. I would like 2, please.
Yes.
Okay, and then
Please.
the last thing to leave the doorway is just his fingers.
Okay,
Do you want
Continue.
one too? You'll need one.
I'm getting quite parched. Can you get it for me, please? Thank you.
He's
Yeah.
good.
okay, continue.
I saw her as a ghost, not that one hanging. She was looking in the
Trunk.
trunk, yes, and then she looked over in the bed, and then she saw me looking at her, and she floated over to me, and she said, "Help," or "Ayúdame," and I said, "How?" And then I turned around, and the big freaky guy was there, and it scared me.
Did she say she found her son?
No. She said to look for him, though. So,
Well,
I think I believe you now.
Yeah,
That's
if I was the
good
type
point.
to say I told you so.
You did a great job as I'm pointing at the hanging body.
how unfortunate for her that she's still attached to the mortal plane.
I don't know what that means.
She's a ghost.
I know what
She's
that means.
I think we should check out the bed, though. Because she was looking into
Jade's
the bed.
already in that corner,
Oh,
so she's
okay.
Yeah,
like,
you're like you're on. You're like.
Hey,
"Whoa."
good job, I guess.
Jade would just.
Look harder.
Jade was hurt. Like, I don't want to say she's like ransacking the bed, but I
Yeah.
imagine she's like getting the sheets up
Okay.
and stuff.
You and she starts looking at the bed that she was going towards,
Mhm.
and there's like a handmade teddy bear
Hmm.
in it.
Jade picks up the teddy bear.
Tulok's gonna do a mysticism on the bear. He's gonna take
He's
it.
gonna-
Jade would
Do a
take it
mysticism.
back.
Mm.
May I check this, please? I'll give it right
For
back.
what?
For mysticism.
Okay.
Let me check it for mysticism.
I don't know what to call it.
Jade.
For-
Voodoo.
You could be like, has it been touched by magic? or
Yeah.
something?
Jade
Yeah,
would
that's-
take it back.
Okay, thank you. I didn't know what
Give it to me. I
I
need a roll for mysticism.
Yeah, I'm just like. Yeah, I'm
I
trying
need
to
to
add
roll
like.
for this.
and
Too much.
you're still hearing the.
Oh, the body's still moving. Can we please get our body down?
Yes, give me one moment.
I'm rolling for
No, I
mysticism.
think it adds suspense that we need to hurry up.
Frederick, do you want to look through?
Edmund's gonna come back with our
Wait, 3
sarsaparillas.
successes.
Frederick, do you want to
Three
look
successes.
through
Yeah.
my looking glass?
It's just a little bear.
Dang it!
Um,
What a waste.
no, I feel I'm good. Thank
Okay. Just wondering. You're the voodoo man.
Alright, I
Alright.
hand it back. I'm gonna ask Frederick, can you catch the body when I cut it down?
you. Yes. And before or after that, would you like me to get the body to talk?
Oh!
We should cut
Wait,
her.
wait,
we,
wait,
should,
wait,
we
wait.
should cut her down for that.
Well, yeah.
You're right.
talk
That would
with
be the polite thing to do.
I think so.
Reincarnates as she's hanging.
She's just-
She died. I'm worried.
That's what I was imagining.
Frederick, stop it!
Frederick's like, this is a good time. I
I was
want this
thinking
to
of
work.
what's his face when he's
Frederick,
like still
please
got his
stop. I'm sorry, I
intestines
don't
hanging
know.
out when we brought him back.
Yeah.
Sheriff
Fred-
Duncan?
Yeah.
Frederick, we might want to do it on the other two because I
All
just
three of them?
I just spoke to the lady and I feel like we'll get the same answer.
And right about this time, the sheriff walks in. Jeez.
Jade points at the body while
Yeah.
facing him and
Yeah.
goes, "Did you know she was missing her son?"
Yeah, she asked. She's the one I talked to. It's the first woman that has done this. And he just turns.
First woman to do it.
He's like, ooh.
Sheriff, this is the person that I spoke to you about earlier.
Great. And you're talking to me.
Sheriff, I have
Are
an
you
important
applying?
job for you.
Okay.
Keep an eye out for Edmund for us.
Oh, he went to get us all
Exactly.
sarsaparillas for some reason.
Let us know when he comes
Exactly.
back up the stairs so we can help him with the sarsaparilla.
He's spooky.
Okay. Oh, you. Okay.
Jade's like trying to like give him an idea. He's like, I hate him. He's spooky.
You think I'm weird? Look at him.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
a little baby boy. Back at home, I haven't seen him in years. It's been like a couple months.
It's been a
Like
few
a
days.
month.
Yeah, like a week.
It's been like 8 days.
Time moves
Okay.
so fast.
Let's cut her down,
Okay.
and then you could bring whoever back.
I'm just gonna roll and not describe anything. We'll see what happens.
Thank
Throw in the
you.
knife. Yeah. What is that? Is that a 4? Yeah, that's a 4. 2 successes.
Woo!
You hit the rope. Frederick catches the body, and then slowly, like, you sit down in the chair that's pretty close.
With the body on top of him?
Well, no, it's like you'd like. I'm just saying that there's furniture in this room that you easily could have.
Oh.
I just checked
Oh, well.
because I described the
that's why I
two
said cut the
chairs and the
body
table.
down.
Oh, well, I thought you described it. Well, I guess I would have seen it too, so I guess it doesn't matter.
It's okay.
Oh, well.
I just.
Well, at least you can move the table and chairs to get the knife. And you don't have to
Okay,
recall it.
so you pull the knife out, flick up, so you're grabbing the blade, and you whip it to, and it cuts down and gets stuck into the wall. So I'm guessing you take the chair, pull it out.
Pull it out.
And she actually kind of collapses entirely onto you.
Oh, wow, so
So
she's
just-
a little bit less old, dead.
There's no rigor.
Nope.
So she's a fresh kill.
Is she warm?
So
Her eyes are...
you feel the
I guess
That
so.
happens
Yeah,
when you
Jay did
like
the
Yeah.
Pressure
check.
goes up.
like kind of like room temperature.
Whoa, that's not a good sign.
Mmm.
That means the killer was here like 3 hours ago. I pulled the knife
When did
out.
you talk to her last?
I
Did you
spoke
do
to
it?
her. No, I did not do it. I spoke to her last right before I woke all of you up.
Sounds like we're about to start pulling night. We're about to
Night
stay up
shift.
at night. All nighters. Sleep during the day.
Tulok's gonna kneel. Is the body laying on the
That's
ground?
normal for...
No, yeah.
Tulok's gonna kneel over it and whisper a blessing from his tribe.
So you're okay.
Because he feels connected to her, personally responsible.
Can you see
And
So-
he remembers what the Raven
Yeah,
Spirit told him, which was to do
can
good.
you
Okay, so this blessing is this oath? Is this what you do before you bury somebody, or what? Like this?
I'm wishing her on into her next leg of her journey.
Okay.
But she's still here.
Just roll me a d20 and tell me the number.
17.
Fantastic.
I don't
Thank
know
you.
what that means.
All right, what do you guys do now?
Are we gonna bring her back? Or are we bringing the boys back? Bringing the boys back.
Bring in the...
Bring them back.
Because I just talked to her, and I feel like we'll get the same thing. Well,
I think it's very important
I'm
we...
sorry, did I explain something wrong? Did you think I could bring somebody back to life?
No, you said that you were gonna make them talk, right?
Oh, yeah, I can make them talk. That's easy.
talk. Where is your...
So it wouldn't be her talking?
No, it would be her talking.
It's like her ghost.
So should we talk
Oh.
to the gentleman next door if he already talked to the ghost of the girl?
I think it's very important we find Juan.
Yeah, you said that last night and we didn't do it,
Juan.
so we're gonna put a pin in it for now.
Okay.
Juan is dead.
His mother was just murdered. I think we need
That's
to
why
figure
I think
out
he's important. Because his
Because he
mother
did
was
it?
killed. No, because she was the first woman to die. And she was looking for her missing son. It can't be a coincidence. That's a big word for Tulok. It can't be chance.
Maybe she witnessed the killer kill her son?
That'd be a good question to ask her.
Yeah, we should
And that's
ask
why
her
she
who killed her.
Or whoever killed her.
I vote that Frederick brings her back for a brief and kind moment and that hopefully she's not in terrible agony with a broken neck.
Can you
Hey,
listen?
Frederick, do you want to do
You've got a
that?
lot of things going on.
True.
All right. Well, then I suppose I will.
Wait, before we go any further, can we have somebody watch the door to make sure nobody walks in?
Jade would walk over and go stand in front of the door.
Oh, so they can't like
Think
open
so.
it? Is that what you mean?
She's standing in the doorway.
Keep an eye over it.
Yeah, she's just looking
Okay.
for Edmund. Nobody else wants to come in
Or
here.
have Jeremiah do bodyguard duty on the other side of it so he doesn't see a dead body. Talk.
Shouldn't say sarsaparilla.
Sarsaparilla.
Well,
Up to you,
actually,
you're the
what
boss. I'm not trying
if
to
we
say it to
wait
you.
for Edmund to bring us back sarsaparillas? We take the sarsaparillas and then we send Edmund on his way. Because it's going to be real awkward if we're like, Edmund, you can't come in here. And
Edmund
he's
comes
like,
in and we're like,
Just saying, Edmund's job is to take care of the bodies.
Yeah.
That are here. So just throwing that up there.
So you could take two and come back.
nothing's wrong with Edmund. He's not a
yeah,
bad person.
but if he's
just
bringing us
creepy.
sarsaparillas and we're like, you can't come in here. That's kind of mean.
He's not a bad guy.
You're the
He's
boss.
just really weird.
Okay, we can do whatever. I'm just saying I think it's gonna be weird.
I say we just go for it.
Okay, let's go for it.
If he
then.
shows up, then well,
Might as well. Let's wing it. See what happens, folks.
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
What do you guys like? What do you choosing? What are
summon
you
the
doing?
dad. Whatever it is that you do.
I suppose I would like to
I suppose.
use the spell or ritual Speak with Dead, and I would also like to use the teddy bear, her body, and Tulok's blood as he has formed an oath with this lady to bring her back to speak.
Okay.
What?
I'm trying to look up that spell. Do you remember what page that one was on?
Tulok, give me your blood.
No. But I believe I have it
Yeah,
in my photos.
no
here.
kidding.
Should be-
Kent's like, I'm waiting for this one.
I
This is
know,
my
right?
song.
This is my song.
I kind of imagine him being a slightly yappy dog when he's in his little dog
Like a
form.
little Yorkie.
He's not like a Yorkie, but he's a long-haired dog, smaller dog. But not yappy in
Coyote?
the sense where he like, no.
I know that to cope with all this, we need another batch of peyote.
I don't have
Not
this
too
time.
luck. Because too luck was like,
Are you talking about compel the dead?
Mm,
I love how. It's just
either that or placate.
it's not quite that.
Probably compel. Yeah, compel.
Well, let me
It's supposed to look like it's
send this
like
to you because I don't believe you have this talent.
Dang it!
well, now my hopes are devastated. Thanks,
I
Frederick.
know, right? Tell me about it.
We're all sitting around waiting for nothing.
Yeah, I already cut myself. No.
Already got you my blood.
Well,
I
we
need
can-
your blood.
Tulok was so into it, he was like, yeah, let's do this.
You need my whole hand or just a cut?
Chops off a finger. We're like, Tulok,
Well,
stop!
because
That's funny.
He's like, I'll do it.
because like just going through the spells that you actually have. I know.
Right.
Yeah.
I personally think that you should do whatever it takes to raise a body from the dead, Frederick, just because I want to see
Oh,
it.
speak. He's making
Or
it.
speak. Yeah, I guess it doesn't have to come back from the dead. What are you rolling for? Those are all your attacks. Ah!
Is there anything we can do as like a seance?
374.
That
Wait,
we could.
is he using the teddy
I could
bear?
totally see you like instead of you've already used raise dead in the past.
Right.
So, what are your spells again?
One
Yes.
second.
I remember when he raised the dead, and that was crazy.
We should do it again.
I'd like to talk to Sheriff Duncan again, but I don't want to see him all distraught. She still carries his pistols and uses them. And she's got his kerchief. And now
Okay.
Jude has.
So I've got
Jude's gonna have like a bunch of people that
Yeah,
can be
I've
summoned
got-
at any moment.
Counsel the Dead.
Counsel the dead. Let me.
But that might be like putting a spirit to rest.
Counsel.
I could use that.
Wait, no.
3
Counsel. That is a talent.
Jade
Yes, it
would
is.
sit down on the bed.
times. Frederick, if you have something that puts spirits at ease, I wish you would have used that on my 3 companions.
Oh, those spirits will never be laid to rest.
Oh, great.
Love that for me.
Can you
I shall
imagine?
haunt you as you step into this next life.
Can you imagine that
And for all eternity.
Tulak's an old man? He's still got these like
He's like,
his grandkids are running around, and he's still like,
don't run through the. Oh, you ran through Burrow.
who is Burrow?
Okay, so
Okay, yeah, never mind.
okay, go tell me the spells you have again, and then we'll. Or was that counted as the spell? For some
No, that
reason,
was not.
because I believe you.
So I've got Raise the Dead,
Enthrall.
Ensnare?
Enthrall.
Enthrall, right. And Dismember. So,
You're supposed to have more than that.
yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to too.
Okay, so you have. Okay.
But that's my bad.
Just wing
Okay,
it.
I'm gonna say you have you can have. It makes sense with your character that you'd have Placate Dead and Seance.
Oh, right, yeah.
He's like, yeah, of course.
So
I would.
put down Placate Dead will get you that. Now Seance, this is a ritual,
Okay.
and I was trying to communicate with you this week about making that ritual. So we're gonna figure it out now.
Yay.
Okay, all right.
Let's do
Let's sacrifice
it.
someone.
Edmund, get in the middle.
No, me.
Edmund, we put the sarsaparillas in the middle.
All in a circle. Sarsaparillas make a 5-pointed star.
Kumbaya. Oh, wait, sorry.
Wait a minute. No, you're messing it up.
Put it down.
Sorry.
My back hits with the tree hit me.
Okay.
You guys notice that every time I go in, Tulak makes an enemy and finds a girl?
Something to be said about consistency, I guess.
Every one of the women turns out to be dead or evil.
Nice.
Except, well,
I know.
Well,
I
sorry
think
about
it's Lily.
the wait, everybody.
Who's
Just,
Lily?
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 She's kind of evil now.
She could be.
yeah, I was gonna say if this is Lily's doing,
She hates me
she's just
now.
gonna be like, "All right, I'm leaving town." Sorry.
No, the axe would not settle for hanging people. It wants blood.
She hates men because of you. But you talked to her,
Okay, I'm gonna take a picture
and
of.
now she killed her.
I don't think it's Lily. I think it'd be crazy if it
I would
was.
love it.
I think the bodies would be cut to pieces if it was Lily.
Where's it?
Unless she's resisting the axe and instead it's like a psychopath.
Well,
Well,
yeah, they wouldn't have
when in
the
California.
axe.
Yeah, no,
That's-
cut them to pieces. What do you mean when in California?
We're in California, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. When in California.
When in Rome.
Yeah.
Hang 'em.
I was supposed to be funny. You're like, what?
I think that's more like the South in this time period. But
When in the South?
Is that what
They
you
don't
do?
say that yet. They say yeehaw.
Okay.
And then I'm sending you another one so he can be working on this as well.
Okay.
This is good.
Because I'm looking at these two spells, these two merged together would be perfect for that.
Yes.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Are you seeing that too?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna say it's got we're gonna have 3 steps to it. Describe what your ritual tools and stuff like that are. The difficulty is going to be. Okay, so
I can't see. You have worked very hard on me.
I think we can agree.
okay, so being that this is a ritual, it's going to be resolve, and as you see there, the cost is 4. So
Next
I
time.
believe that's 4 combat dice
But this time we won't.
to actually see if it actually is draining your resolve.
Wow.
But it's a ritual, so you have other people around that can be helping you.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So they can be dishing out a single, well, Tulak would be able to help with the mysticism.
Fantastic.
Everyone else would be a little bit more difficult to do so.
Put me in, coach.
But describe what you're doing, and then we'll just do some dice rolls. And then if me and you, Jeff, could actually figure this out, it would be great
Gotcha.
in the future. So
So yeah, I'll just be invoking the mistress and taking out my dagger and basically like preparing the body in like a very like peaceful manner.
mm-hmm.
Like hoping that the spirit will re-inhabit the body just to speak with us.
And which body are you doing this to?
The ladies,
So
the mothers.
so right now the door's open.
That's why I said we
You
should
shut
close
the
it.
door.
You shut
I
the door.
shut the door.
What do you have
Well,
Jeremiah
okay,
do?
so I tell Jeremiah to stand outside the door and not let anybody come in.
Okay.
And then she shuts the door.
All right.
Not like in his face, but in
Yeah.
like a, hey, don't let anybody come in here.
I'm remembering a song that Josh Langner used in a certain play. Were you there when we did that? Shut the door, keep out the devil.
I do know that song. I do know
Shut
that
the
song.
door, keep
Yeah,
out the
so-
devil.
Keep the
Shut
devil
the
in
door,
night.
keep the devil in the night.
Oh gosh, I hated that so much.
And I will also be lighting up some of Frederick's Sage TM.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not intending.
Is that trademark? Is that it?
It's got his face on it.
It's like a commercial place for it. We're like,
Sponsored
wow.
by.
Okay, so you've so you've set up, so you've got, do you like set the knife down on her or what?
Yeah. After myself and Tulak spill a little blood, then I will
Ooh,
set
this is
the
getting
knife
weird.
down on her chest.
So you both
These are
spilled
neat
blood?
Stitches. I got you.
This is news to
Jade's
me.
like-
It takes, well, this is seance. This one doesn't need blood necessarily.
Jake goes, I think it's a bad idea
just
for
use
me
it
to
as
draw
a
blood.
material component and just add a little bit of flavor, you know what I'm
Okay.
Oh.
If you say so.
saying?
Okay, I'm just flipping through this quickly just to see if there's.
If Jade also draws blood, can she use Kent for this seance?
Is he gonna jump her body?
She starts barking or like something's wrong.
She punches me right in the face.
Kent! Kent, get out of the body!
Kent down.
You can't pee on that.
Bad talk.
She like a peas on the side of the bed.
Starts chewing on the bed.
Okay,
Gosh, we're
so Frederick motions for everyone just to kind of be in a circle and kneeling around this corpse. And out of your bag, you take some black candles and you set them up,
Trademark.
and you
That
light
doesn't
them,
even-
and there seems to be like a breeze coming out of nowhere, just kind of starting, and you take your knife and you hold the blade and you draw it in your hand. You lay the blade down in front of you and you wipe the blood over it. Do take damage from your blade though, please.
Oh.
Okay.
That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damn.
you guys seen all the TikToks where all the comments they're like normal day in Ohio?
I love those.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
All the Ohio memes, they make fun of Ohio all the
Yeah,
time.
it's like something crazy and
It's
terrible
like
happening, and they're like, just another day in Ohio.
Yeah, it'll be like a picture of hell itself, and they're like, it's a hot day in Ohio.
Or like,
Why?
it's a video game scene of like somebody getting
Yeah.
stabbed, and they're like, a normal day in Ohio.
I love them.
Are you saying that this is just a normal?
I was gonna make
Okay.
the joke. That's what I was leading into. Just another day in Ohio, as we're
Raising the dead.
But I needed to preface that.
I looked up Ohio memes, and there's this billboard that says, where are you going, heaven or Ohio?
If any of our viewers are from Ohio, this does not reflect a view of Froggy and Friends Incorporated.
Please look up the memes. They're really funny.
I imagine
Tried
more.
to take a walk in Ohio. What do they even
Yeah,
mean?
stuff like that.
I just really imagine those memes would be far more appropriate against Florida usually. But
Facts.
Nothing happens
Or
in
Wisconsin.
Ohio.
what damage did you take there, Jeff?
I got a 5 and a 6.
You got a 5 and a 6. Isn't your blade vicious?
They're gonna find one.
Well, you see, it's not. So that's good.
Yep. So that's just 2 damage. Cool.
Okay,
Yep.
very nice.
Why does he keep squeezing it? You gotta show Caleb that. Like, why does he keep... I've seen that one. You gotta show him the fish one.
I don't want to
Okay,
show
so-
the fish one.
Show him the fish one.
Are you wanting? You can
Nathan
roll
wants
either
to listen to you.
mysticism or occultism.
Oh my.
Mysticism.
Okay, roll me. You got
I'm gonna
3
have a
rounds
good
to be
time.
doing this. So your first one is occultism.
Okay, alright, I can do this.
You
I can do it in
you
mysticism
need,
round.
You need 3 successes. Wait, no, I'm sorry, mysticism. Like your first one is going to be mysticism. You need the 3 successes.
I can assist. Or even do it for him.
You need 1. You can only roll 1 dice to help, unless you have a talent to help with rituals, which you do
I
not.
don't.
Well, I've only got 1 success.
Oh, shoot.
Okay, 1
I-
success.
Can I spend a momentum to get a second dice? Even though I'm assisting?
You would not be able to. You cannot add a dice because you're just helping.
Okay.
Do you have any fortune?
I do.
Do you have a focus in mysticism?
I do. I have a focus of 2.
Oh.
So if you actually
Roll a 2. Golly. Got a 2 in 20 chance here.
Yeah.
Let's picture
Let's see what
drawing,
happens
and
here.
Let's just like around a circle dead body and then put that.
I got 1
Heaven's
success.
Gate 5.
So you've gotten 2 successes. Okay.
Okay.
The flame, the wind in the room starts whipping for a second and blows out the lantern. All there is the candlelight. And they spark to purple for a second,
Oh.
but go back to normal flame.
Oh.
Gotcha.
What the heck is going on in here?
Oh, I see. I understand.
Mysticism didn't seem to. So now I imagine being that was a failure. You're grabbing your grimoire and flipping through. So you're going to be rolling an occultism this time.
Okay.
I'm not much help here.
I'm not saying you'd still be kind of following.
Okay.
So let's see how he rolls.
Mine's actually
Where
not
is
bad.
occultism?
I've just got 1 success.
Only got a single success again.
Yep.
No focus.
I can only get 1. I don't have a focus in it.
Okay, let's see what happens. Did a critical failure? Did a 20?
fairly certain. Yeah,
Yes, it is.
Is
Yep.
it like
That's a 20.
yeah. It's the little die.
Alright, bring in another
Okay.
scorpion. Just
Average day in
She
Ohio.
turns it.
Too lucky gets the
It's an
best.
Ohio.
God.
No,
If
she
this-
transforms into a dude in khaki shorts.
Look, I just want to note that Jade was just watching this happen.
Yeah, I'm not
so
participating, but Cedric's over there just in case someone's arm explodes. Actually, I don't think I,
I feel
can
like I'm
help
about
you
to get
then
a fourth ghost. This lady's about to start following me around. Save my son. He's
You
still
didn't
on
even
for
start
me.
it. You get.
what?
He's
What?
still on for me.
You didn't even start it,
Oh
but
my
you get
gosh.
another
Dude,
ghost.
I'm just assisting. And he's like, both
No,
times.
is everyone's around the?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all on that
Yeah,
circle.
we're all
Yes.
together. So
Did anyone else want to try to help?
yes, please.
Will that
In what?
counteract?
Occultism?
I don't have a focus in it, so
That's okay. Let's.
I have a pretty good occultism, but that's like stemming
So
from
this
the
is gonna. I'm just
most
making
studied.
a note on this that was a critical fit. That you failed twice in a 3-step process of a ritual.
Yeah.
So it's not going all that great.
We're all
So
gonna look like
Do I
that.
help or do I just let this
So-
fire burn?
what I'm gonna say, Frederick, this last
Uh-huh.
one, you have to choose between persuade or command. Now the people around, they're going to have to choose.
hey,
My-
both of mine.
No.
I'm gonna
choose.
do persuade.
You're going to do persuade. Now, you do have a momentum in the pool, and I'm always okay to take some dread. Now, you're going to be persuading. You're the one leading this ritual. You're
Yeah.
leading the seance. So, how are you going to lead the other people to help you?
My command's way better than my persuade, just so you know, Frederick.
But he's
Yeah.
leading it, so
Yeah.
he's got to be the one that be communicating. So,
Gotcha.
We can repeat after him.
All right, everyone, invoke the name of her son.
Jeffrey.
It will
No, I'm
conquer
just
them.
kidding.
So we're
Okay.
just gonna
All
chant
Her
it.
mortal tie to this world.
pretty much. I'm not going to have you roll again.
Thanks. Yeah, appreciate that.
So, you're saying wand. So, commander persuade. Commander persuade.
I'll persuade.
Okay.
Oh.
Do you want me to roll now? Just
Just
one.
a single dice. And don't say the number yet.
Where's command? There it is.
Yeah.
It's gonna have to be command because
I
it's
could-
one better.
Roll a command.
Ah.
I think you should-
I think you. I could wait.
I'm
I'll wait.
Yeah.
I can tell. Yeah, I'll
Do I
wait.
have to?
roll and don't say the number. Just don't tell anybody. What is it? Okay. What do you get there, Jeff?
One success.
Okay.
I had one success.
One success.
One success.
No way.
Okay.
I rolled a
Eh.
2.
Yeah,
You
it's like-
as you're saying that you're squeezing your left hand so the blood is going over one of your candles, and it's hitting the wax, and you're saying, say one.
One.
Not,
One.
sweet Jesus, no, not like that.
One.
So you're like one, like kind of in a chant, and then the candle that your blood is dripping onto, the flame bursts into a purple,
Oh.
and then the other candles around you, and the smoke kind of billows up over the body and kind of forms into a shape similar to the woman.
Cool. She says the same thing that she said to me. I'm gonna be like,
Okay.
Yeah. I'm like,
All right, we can ask our questions now. We may commune with the spirit.
It's like keeps looking around.
So are we
Cedar's
supposed to
like,
talk, or are we not? Like, does Frederick do all the talking here? Is that how this works?
Have you ever?
No, I've never participated in a seance.
You've never
Sorry,
seen one in a
friends,
film or
if you have a
anything?
question for her, you may
Not
now
anything that
ask.
was like being
we
serious.
all can ask. Good
Oh, okay.
luck.
You all can ask, but he definitely has, because he brought the spirit there. He's the main
What was her name?
focus.
We never know. We don't know what her
That's
name
right.
He didn't ask. All right, what do you do, Jeff?
So I say, Spirit, we have questions for you, for your unfinished business in this world, so that you may be set to rest, and you will wander it no more. Come on, guys, what are your questions?
I don't have any questions.
Oh, you about to ask a question? Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
You sure? I didn't want to interrupt you.
No,
Okay.
go right ahead.
How was your day?
No. Ma'am, we were wondering, did you do this on your own, or were you forced to take your own life?
That's a very good question.
Yes.
I have to really think about how you asked that.
Okay. Didn't know how else to ask.
Because that was more than one question.
No, it was just one. Did you take your own life, or were you forced to do it? Or does that count as two?
Is
Sorry.
it yes or no question?
The
Ask
simpler, the better.
her-
Well, no, he already asked.
Okay.
Did you kill yourself?
Okay.
I don't lie.
Maybe. Yes.
Roll a persuade.
Oh! Where's the...
I'd like to spend a momentum to get a third dice, please.
There are no momentum left in the pool.
Persuade is not good. Really glad I spent it, because I've got one success.
One success.
Can I assist him?
Or could I roll a command with this?
The way you worded it.
Okay, cool.
that
Got
was
it.
Persuade.
Got it.
There's also intimidate.
My intimidate's
Don't do that.
But-
pretty high.
You have to word.
I'll word differently next time.
if there's a next time.
If there is a next time.
With one success, okay, I'm just gonna say right off the bat, you guys rolled horribly to make this happen, except for
Yes, we did.
her to actually show up at the end. Things are gonna be difficult, and you just had one success. The apparition of smoke looks to you. What? And you see hands kind of, and then looking down at the body and how? I remember you.
Oh! He gets that a lot.
Can you recall what happened when you came back here? Do you want me to roll a persuade?
Yeah.
Two successes.
Oh! That's better.
Still looking at you. I don't remember coming here.
Mm.
Ma'am. Oh, wait, sorry. Were you about to say something?
Yeah, I was
Oh,
about
sorry.
to.
I didn't mean to interrupt you.
The last time we knew of you, my friend here had brought you to the hotel and asked you to wait downstairs. And when we came down, you were gone. You don't remember anything after that?
Have to roll again.
I got something whenever you're done. Hopefully, if it sticks around.
Two more successes.
2 more successes.
Dang.
Y'all
Okay.
should let me do the whole seance on my own.
Well, I was gonna ask her who killed her, so.
Yeah, that's why I was going to start asking really direct
Hi.
questions.
I was sitting there, and then I looked outside and I saw someone that could have been Juan, and I went out there, and then I just remember black
That's what I wanted to know. If you guys want to ask them.
Go ahead, Frederick, if you have a
Do
question.
you know who killed you?
I'm dead? Looking back down at the body. Was... No. Did you roll the combat dice for the resolve each round?
No.
Okay.
I don't know.
That's it would be 6 dice total. Let's just do that now. Or do you want me to roll them?
Well, you know what? My rolls have been pretty terrible the entire
Yeah, you might
time,
want to
so-
roll them because
Yeah, you want this to be terrible because it's going to cost you.
when I rolled earlier,
They were, yeah, I think you
Oh,
should roll it.
Okay.
my damage dice really liked the damage.
All right, if you say so.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. So, 1 1, 2 2s, 1 5, and a 6.
Okay, so subtract 7 resolve,
Oh!
but it's not a trauma because this happened over the span.
Yeah. Okay.
His mental state is gone.
Well then.
Do you not have any resolve left?
Well, let me count. Oh,
Negative
God.
6.
But also when you're doing a ritual, we can actually like disperse that out to different people. I think that would be a good way of doing that, don't you think?
I do.
So being that Tulak helped, man, but
Hey,
I
we,
can take 2 or 3 of them.
we already I'd say 3.
Okay.
And he just takes the 4. So since we didn't roll them when we were doing
You
it.
need to slash those.
Okay.
So what do you think of that? For Seance, it's 2 combat dice that is rolled. So if someone's helping you, it would be shared.
I
So
would have done this on those
Yeah.
because that means you can gain them back. The ones that are in squares you can't gain back
Not
until
until a long rest.
a
Yeah.
long rest.
you didn't. Were you marking your despair like the same as the resolve? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
From the axe throw? Yes.
Or the use of the monocle. Use of the monocle is a despair compared to resolve spend. So, all right. So that is that. We have asked quite a few questions already.
Correct.
We got to figure out a duration of this too, and how many questions.
Oh, I don't think a lot.
Yeah, because it took 3. Like honestly, I think you should only have like a certain number of questions, and then you actually need momentum to be asking more questions. That makes sense?
You probably only have a
Yeah.
certain amount of time
I
too.
think
Yeah.
a rule of 3 is always nice.
Yeah, and I'd say you started asking those questions, and the wisp is kind of so. Cool. We literally were working on making a spell as we're doing it. It's so cool. Where did I put that one? Okay. So, after these questions, the flame starts flickering back to normal, and the apparition just kind of disperses.
I vow we will find your son and your murderer.
So we think this thing, whatever it is, took her in broad daylight?
It was nighttime.
Oh, it was nighttime, sorry. Forgot.
Why would it change up and take a woman?
All the suicides have been found in the morning.
Do we think something could have possessed her? Something that took the shape of her boy and then took over her body?
It's possible. She can't remember anything.
We need to probably find her son.
But we do know she was vulnerable.
I think we
She
should.
was very vulnerable.
She was definitely vulnerable.
So we think this is separate from the thing.
Yes,
So we got two separate things.
that's what it seems
Oh,
like.
yes, absolutely. Suicides and murders are completely separate.
Scary.
It's a bad town to live in.
Scary.
I'm sorry, I have the proof if I didn't explain it.
Yes, please go over the proof.
Well, based on the wordage of the Lady Death, the spirit that I saw in the hat shop was more like a hunter, and she has queries, and I believe we all know what that kind of query is.
Abusive men.
Alright.
Yes.
Wait, is that for the murders or is
Absolutely.
that for the
That's
suicide?
For the murders.
Okay.
The suicides so far have been just men until today the pattern broke. Which means either the killer's getting more confident or...
Can we look at what day it is? Do we have an exact day on the calendar?
Maybe it is her son.
This is October 12th.
If it is her son, why did he kill her?
Like a 12-year-old boy doing
13,
this?
14, yeah.
Yeah, that's...
Well, the son went missing 5 days ago, right?
Yes.
And these have been happening for a long, long time.
Well, a few days ago, so 3 days, more likely than 5.
Oh, yeah.
And these have been going on for 6 months.
6 months.
Longer?
Like 3 months.
5.
5?
Five.
Oh, okay.
Way old in.
Well, I'm sure that our company will
Is there-
return. Oh, go ahead.
I just thought of something, and it makes me seem incredibly stupid. There has to be a town registry for immigrants.
Probably.
We can ask the sheriff downstairs.
Someone's knocking at the door.
Jade would get up.
Before you
Spoiler
open it,
time.
we should hide the candles and stuff.
Oh, right. Yeah, let me clean this up. Sorry about that.
Just 1 second.
Frederick, when you're finished packing up your candles, would you mind to help me move this woman closer to the door for our undertaker?
Do what with the door?
Just move the body closer so it looks like we're actually just taking the body down and not like
Hey, are
we're
you guys
talking
talking,
to her.
really loud? Because I doubt
Oh,
this
yeah,
door's
absolutely.
soundproof.
No, we're not talking super loud.
Roll a stealth then.
Yeah, the person on the other
Roll.
side is like,
How good is your stealth?
can I roll the stealth?
Me?
Can I? Ah!
Because they're talking.
Where is
I am
stealth?
not
It's
the
an
stealth
there it is.
athleticism.
Fingers crossed.
but I will help you with it.
1 success. By the skin of my teeth.
And would that just be me helping him with it, or?
Yeah, can you roll an assist?
Yeah, you'd be able to roll an assist. Because, well, someone definitely was hearing Tulok, no matter what. But
Oh.
Gotcha. Well, no.
all right.
Okay,
Uh,
Jade's about to be real persuasive when she opens
Okay.
this door.
The door is cracked open actually by Jeremiah,
Okay.
and you see Edmund with a big grin with like a wooden
Sarsaparilla.
crate with. Oh,
We've been waiting for you. I'm so glad to see that you've returned with our sarsaparillas. We all were so excited to
Oh, you
have
must
these.
be parched from bringing her down here. He starts handing them out,
I'd take one.
Take
and
one.
they're slightly chilled. You're like,
Oh.
Ooh.
How
Thank you, Edmund.
enjoy. I'll be right back. And literally, he's like, the boy on the stairs is like looking around, like,
Are there any like flower pots or a window to the outside in this room?
Are you about
Not
to throw
this
something out?
No, I was just gonna pour the sarsaparilla out.
I drink the sarsaparilla.
I drank the sarsaparilla.
that's good.
Oh well, then I'm
Yes!
gonna be patient.
Stupid.
Well, then I'm gonna drink it because I didn't have time to dunk it. So if they're cool with it, because I was still looking around to see.
Yeah. Why
All
would
right,
you
well, then
dump
I'll
that
drink-
out?
I'm starting to like
Because
it.
what if he's like the
too.
suicide guy? All right, well I'll take a drink.
So sarsaparilla's gonna make us not
Roll
alive
resistance.
ourselves?
No, I'm not kidding.
Oh, I was like, dang it!
2 points.
You're
to losers.
allergic.
But I got a survival talent, so I can finally use it. I don't know if that would even help with that, but
No, it
Okay,
won't.
great.
That's
not finding food or shelter.
James
So
like a little perky after drinking the like sarsaparilla, and it's
Yes,
good. Like,
yeah.
she's like, oh, thank you,
Yeah.
Edmund.
You're welcome. And he's checking her. This
The
is the
blood.
first woman to do this way. Interesting. And he's like making
First
notes.
suicide.
And then but it's like the most ridiculous, like small little notebook. with
So
this-
he's like,
and it's just like, and like, you know how people can hold the pencil like where the pencil's like coming out like in the
Yeah.
center, and he's writing. That's how he's writing. with
is
his
it
long
good
finger.
writing?
Yeah, it's like really
meticulous.
like big cursive and like pretty looking, but he's doing it fast. Ah, fingernails, and then he like checking the face. Not too much makeup, but need a veil for those eyes. And he just kind of like.
That's so funny.
And he gets up and he like takes notes on the other bodies too. So, yeah. And then he starts doing his work. He brings up a sheet and starts wrapping them. And
I would have helped him.
okay, he definitely accidentally grazes your hand with his cold, long fingers.
He's
Love
gotta
that.
be. He's gotta
blushes.
be. He dies. He dies the next
himself
I don't know.
day.
I think so. I think he's just misunderstood. At first, I thought he was
Really?
creepy. But
Really, I love Tulak. You're like
You're
known
the one
for
who poured out the
yeah, and you killed the innkeeper
Okay.
because you thought he was creepy and he was just blind and misunderstood. And now
I'm
you're like-
learning, okay?
now you're like, it's just misunderstood.
I'm
Now
trying
he's
to-
So,
floating
did you guys
around.
want to do anything else?
Just help load the
Jade
bodies
would
in the
want
cart.
to ask the sheriff about the
Interview witnesses.
the registry or whatever the
Mhm.
immigrants thing.
Yeah.
She'd want to ask him about that.
Okay. Are you? We don't really keep record of
That's what I
a
was
lot
worried
of
about.
stuff. We cycle through people a lot, and
That's what I was worried about.
I'm sorry. Should we actually do that? Do we need to ask the Rojas about that?
That's probably something that would come in handy.
Be
Okay.
helpful.
Okay. He's registry, and anyone glancing totally spelt it wrong.
Does he have really bad handwriting?
Yeah, it's like a
Okay.
little kid with crayon.
Okay.
Nice.
It's like, he hides it. I don't know. I'll ask them about it. That is, and then you see Edmund like picked the bigger body up and he's just kind of holding it like this and just walks through like carefully through the door, not hitting it, and then kind of tips the body like this onto his shoulder, carrying it down the steps to make sure he doesn't, and then just like,
So Edmund's like really strong.
or just is used to carrying dead weight.
Is Tulak able to carry the woman because he would have wanted to after last night?
Well, if you do, you're gonna have to roll like an athleticism to see how your coordination wise.
I think perhaps I might ask for assistance because I don't want to drop her if I roll bad.
I wasn't saying about dropping. Just saw a well
Oh.
carrier.
Do you still want an assistance?
Yeah. So
Yeah, I would like an assistance, but I'll still roll for it.
okay.
My athletics is not great. If somebody
Frederick, would you want to help me?
I'm an old man.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't feel like.
Yeah.
Oh, great! I've got one success.
Okay.
Is this athletics?
Yep. So it'd be a single dice roll, please.
Got you a success.
Nice.
So 2 successes.
Yep.
Cool. So as you're carrying, you've got that you're walking backwards down the steps,
Mhm.
and you have that feeling like you're almost gonna slip.
Okay.
And Frederick does the awkward thing of pulling the
Okay.
the cadaver up slightly to keep you from falling.
Okay.
And you bring her down, and you see that Edmund had already put the one body in the hearse, and it's like, oh, thank you, and just grabs her.
Nice.
Like, and he starts going up, and you're hearing the rapping, like the as he puts his hand on the banister going up.
Nice. I would definitely whisper another final blessing over her.
Okay.
The one that's like a burial rites blessing, and not the one that's for her next journey.
As a note, Jeff, it may or may not have hindered your rolls to someone doing that,
Oh,
doing a seance to someone that's.
been blessed.
Yeah.
Oh man, that yeah.
We need to make note on that for a spell, right?
Do what?
If someone does like a burial rite blessing over someone, you can't do a seance for them.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah. We got to make a note of that.
Okie dokie.
Yeah.
Tootlock, making things harder since day one.
Not day
Nobody
one.
does.
Not day one. So all 3 bodies are put in the hearse, and Edmund is starting to head towards the to take care of them.
Oh.
And right about
Go ahead.
what was it?
I was gonna go up to Edmund
Mm-hmm.
and say, yes, my dear friend Edmund, I was wondering, I'm a man of science, and I would like to come and observe your work, if that's okay. Maybe it would help with,
Oh, you just made a best friend.
investigation.
You want to watch as I prepare the bodies?
Of course. I
It
can
is
bring some
intriguing.
sarsaparillas, too.
Oh, I make my own actually.
Was that your sarsaparilla you brought?
Yes.
It was delicious.
The chilling process is the most interesting. As a man of science, I've dug a hole to make sure that it's deep enough, of course. Oh.
You put it in a grave.
He opens a casket and it's like, just a body.
That's what I was about to do.
So you have the just as a reminder, you remind me that you're gonna go look at the
Yeah.
That's what you want to do today.
Yeah.
Okay. So and
So much
at
more
that note,
wingman.
we will. That's the end of our session. Did everyone enjoy themselves?
Yes.
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 I know.
Oh, yeah.
I know Edmund did.
Edmund definitely did.
Yeah.
Edmund made new friends.
4 of them. Because I still don't think Jeremiah likes him that much.
He's my best friend.
Like Jeremiah drank
Oh, did he?
He drank it, but he definitely like you can drink it.
Yeah.
Go watching the whole time. All right, cool. Well, those who are watching, or later on, me.
When we rewatch it.
yeah. So you see you next time. Hungry.